If you're interested in supporting this work, you can support me on Patreon, and that will help me make more videos and more podcasts for you in the future. Click the link down below on Patreon, or I'll put the link up here in the corner to Patreon, so you can go there and become a patron supporter.
Get mantra and meditation MP3s at jasongallant.ca.
Today I'd like to talk to you about fulfillment through connection. Connection to life, connection to everything. And how the mind can get in the way of this fulfillment, this relationship. Right? Because the mind is like a very fast computer. It likes to diminish the infinite down to a few short sentences and convince you very strongly that's the exact same thing as the experience of the connection itself. Now this video is spurred from one of my students has been gracious enough and nice enough to share one of my videos and put into writing some of the statements that I made during the video. And then someone underneath the video said, "Thanks a lot for summarizing it. Great." You know, it was almost like a drive-through for spiritual concepts. And information can be great as a starting point. But it's not the same as connecting to the source of the information itself. So if somebody writes to me about leaves, it says leaves are green, leaves feel this way, leaves are like that. And then when I touch a leaf and see a leaf and smell a leaf, and I am within just a short distance of that leaf, without any thought or preconceived notion of what the leaf is, there will be an experience that goes with that that was not translated directly through someone texting me about a leaf. So this is where spiritual concepts and scriptures can get in the way of your spiritual evolution. It's like the doppelganger effect. Something pretends to be the truth, but it isn't the same as experiencing it. I can take anyone who watches this video and summarize everything that you are, personality and all, in 1 or 2 sentences. Because then it would be very easy for me to categorize you and to have some sort of notion based on a history in my life of what it's like to be in your presence. But would that be true or complete? It wouldn't be even close to complete. And everyone who read those sentences would have a different interpretation of what it's like to be in the presence of such human being. And this is exactly the same with reality. Words, ideas, stories, any sort of concepts of the mind are not the same as surrendering to truth and surrendering to this moment. And people with the most active minds are usually the most depressed. The reason why is because the mind keeps telling them that, hey, this is the greatest experience ever. Yeah, you're experiencing the greatest experience ever, and the person's always feeling unfulfilled or unnourished. Because the mind is diminishing all of eternity down to just a little smidgen and saying, that's all you get. So if you wish to have true connection with this moment, you must let go of the mind. You use the mind when you need it, but you do not live in the mind. Relationship is in heart, not in mind. And you fall naturally into the heart when you let go of the concepts or preconceived notions that the mind holds on to. And we're in Mercury retrograde right now as I make this video, so that's why my words are not complete. So that really works with this video, right? Because words are never complete. Sometimes they're mispronounced. Sometimes they're misunderstood. So if you don't understand what I'm saying, at least be with me. Because being with me is going to do more for you than trying to understand what I'm saying. Life is more than concepts. It's more than ideas. Existence is about total immersion, which is a surrender process. A surrender of all the walls that you have up around you that are made up of concepts, made up of judgments, made up of ideas that do nothing more than prevent you from feeling here and now. They're compensations for pain. They're compensations for suffering. So as a spiritual aspirant, if you wish to become a master of fulfillment, when you are here and now, allow everything to be as it is. When you're in the battleground of life, do what you need to do to survive. Yes, I'm not saying to be abused or any of that stuff. You know, people always misunderstand this. But what I am saying is, don't run away from yourself. If you're running away from yourself, you are letting the greatest part of you be discarded. It's the full you. It's really not a part of you at all. It is you. It is beyond words. I cannot tell you what it is. It has to be surrendered to. And it starts here and now. Allow the immensity of yourself to be without projecting preconceived notions upon it. This is what you're here to discover, to remember, to fall back into. Don't allow the judgment of the mind to prevent you from experiencing your immensity. So I hope this helps you on your spiritual journey. Take care for now.
Are you interested in working with a spiritual teacher in a formal setting? Well, perhaps the Wisdom Life School is for you. If you're interested in checking out what the Wisdom Life School is all about, just go to aratima.com.